with each other, you was cheating on ball, such and such, and whatever happened, let's say love and hip hop, pick it up, you all get back together. How does now? I get a bag, you know what I mean? I get a little bag, I get a little check, a little, you know what I'm saying? Such and such a, you know, I'm a boy that such and such a cheat, I'm around now, I'm a little, too comfortable. I should have known me being in New York, me being on Wednesday. I knew it should have been fired off, because I would have been looking.
I'm gonna go into the deep. I don't really know about the but one thing I don't know is that my sister never tells me how close the relationship is. What I know is I left y'all last night. We went to Brooklyn Chop House. She treated 10 grown men to dinner. And I woke up in the morning and my phone was going crazy. Girl, look what's going on. I'm like,
bitch, y'all think that's so early, put a recording device on Remy's car. And that's so weird. He bumped the car, and you couldn't really hear me on the other side, but you could hear her talking to me, so that's how you knew.
50 Cent is involved. The tension in Remy Ma and Clarissa's relationship is at an all-time high. Clarissa boldly announced a boxing match against the Queen herself, after the public was infuriated by Rhee's scathing Instagram post. Who hasn't been ready for it yet, though? It's 50 Cent and Curtis. Why would a man like him object to a quick, gloves-off encounter with Remy when he knows she is not someone to play with? Not to mention that she allegedly shot Jackson, her own friend Clarissa, who is it time for her to start watching this endangered girl? Let's get started. 50 was unable to remain silent for long. So he threw his unwanted counsel into the chaos and advised Clarissa to reconsider her decision before she and Remy entered the arena. Avoid fighting her at all costs because she will win the block title. Man, BTF is happening. Even though Clarissa doesn't appear interested in listening to 50's advice, I still need a drink. Sis is developing quickly. She initially suggested a boxing match when she and Remy were fighting on X. How chaotic can things get on that app? Boxing champion didn't hold back either. Remy Ma on February 2nd. Before anyone accuses Clarissa of taking it personally, let's go back in time. According to Clarissa, Remy may have started this feud when they exchanged messages online. She decided she wasn't going to play either because Remy was acting shadowy, saying that Remy had leaked her personal information to make her uneasy. She even said she would go into the ring with Remy for $1.
Being in some sort of secret relationship while he's still married to Remy Ma, she put some stuff out on the internet. Give me.
It ain't no thing. Oh, I want him, and he's married to you, and it's not that. I'm a girl's girl. So when it comes to like that, that's not it. We all know that Remy was already out here having her little boy toy or whatever prank. He done came out and done said it that they were in a relationship 2 years.
Wow.
So don't look at me and say, oh, you just came and messed up this happy home. Now what happened?
Because that relationship was already over.
That was already over.
Okay.
So now that's their privacy, and they didn't do that. But she's out with this guy, parading around, whatever. So everybody knew that she was with this guy already. So it was a private situation and a private understanding of what was going on.
Events. I am wondering, what would it take? How much money would it take for you to jump in the ring with Breakup? Just what? She thinks you're not. What? Your actual self? Oh my God.
so at this point, it does. To it, whatever, it's just that part. That part of that part there was like, you really want that. Why would you know, you should come to me like shit.
Hello, Barbara, this is Hello, Barbara, this is Short.
Remy pulled a PEYO on her own pal and was given an A-tier prison sentence. No self-defense. Here's how it happened. While Remy and her girlfriend, Makita Barnes Joseph, were having a good time in Manhattan, drinking like it was any other night, she found $3,000 gone from her purse. 50 Cent felt obliged to caution Clarissa. since Remy is no novice when it comes to hand-tossing. Instead of being tactful and investigating, she immediately accused Makita Child. After a full-fledged brawl that included a few blows, Remy's PWOW was struck by the bullet, leaving Makita in the hospital for 3 weeks. After being sentenced to 8 years in prison, Remy had to learn how to control her temper. When referring to the rapper as a young woman whose anger is completely out of control during the altercation, Judge Raina AA of the criminal court didn't hold back. The trial prosecutor, Michael McIntosh, didn't buy what Remy was offering. Often, he observed, she would roll around with a loaded rifle and say something like, "This is just a ticking time bomb waiting to go off." Remy tried to argue that she wasn't that type of person, but Sis honestly believed she could talk her way out of it. She was said to have said, "Remy Ma is not even close to who I really am. I'm neither a thug nor a threat, and I still have a lot to offer society." It's a result of her lawsuit. Wild. What is it? Despite all, Remy didn't seem to regret the whole incident. The song Out of Control, which features Fat Joe and Cool and Dre, even makes reference to it in its lyrics, including the line, "I shot my friend over a band, and imagine what I'll do to a bee I can't stand." Don't think Remy has changed her behavior. By deciding to redesign her co-star's jaw in 2019, she showed that she still had the same passion. Yes, Remy thrust his hands at Brittany Taylor without thinking twice. The following day, Brittany went to the police and posted a picture of her black eye on Instagram for everyone to see. By May, Remy was facing 4 minor charges of assault and harassment when the tea swiftly spilled. Brittany claims that Ray hit her in the eye with a shiner during a fundraiser event at Irving Plaza that April, sending her directly to Mount Sinai Hospital. An unaffiliated witness who saw the defendant during the entire time the defendant was in the green room at Irving Plaza, the scene of the alleged assault, never saw the defendant and the complainant interacting, so she was fortunate to escape jail time, according to Assistant District Attorney Juan Maldonado, who told the judge that the complainant's only corroborated eyewitness is no longer cooperative. Remy was pleased with the outcome. Clarissa enter the ring together. It's reasonable to believe that she won't be the underdog. However, once the gloves are put on, 50 Cent will undoubtedly have a front row seat to all the action, because he and Papoose don't exactly get along. When 50 decided to post something a little too bold in the comments section beneath one of Remy's photos in 2018, the dispute started. When he wrote, "Don Remy, you lost mad weight. Hey Slim." Papoose was not pleased by 50's comment and clapped back angrily, refusing to keep it amusing. Papoose's inclusion of Daff and Joy, a newborn mom from the 1950s, caused everything to go terribly wrong. Then, Dan, Daff, and Joy were married. But if 50 Cent doesn't marry you, I'll present you to my homeboy. 50 was obviously enraged by that because he lacks maturity. Not Fifth, "Don't tell my wife she lost weight over it," he wrote, while posting a photo of a balding Papoose. He shared a picture of Remy and Linda as well. The caption read, "R is okay, but she lost weight and she is good. What do you think I should do about that?" Remy is prohibited from controlling her marriage. Papoose started to stumble when I mentioned that she had lost weight. "I'm fighting with them because of no one's wife." The next time he shouted, "We're not watching Power." Get the strap, Papoose truly went for the kill, hitting 50 with some insane pictures. 50 with toys for adults. You can see that 50 is currently eating it all up since he loves drama, even if it was all back and forth. The trick, though, is that after he added his trademark line, "Get the strap, baby," to the directive, things became really heated. since Fat Joe is Remy's mentor and the godfather of her child with Ao. It means a lot that he is out here portraying the quiet one. When asked about it, Fat Joe sat down on algebra. Hoff, the host of my expert opinion show, was straightforward while discussing how 2024 has been a difficult year for hip-hop because of all the scandals that have been in the news. He didn't intend to cause himself any more problems.
I don't even know how to manage that well. Yeah, this is a hard situation because of him. She made me love him. You know what I'm saying? So, really loved him. You know what I'm saying? That's my goddaughter's fault. It's a whole bunch of, I'm like I try to tell you, I'm homeschool boys. You know what I'm saying? So, we as a car for these people pass away, I raised the baby. I don't like none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't like none of that. At dinner last night, I'm not gonna go into the deep. I don't really know about that. But one thing I don't know is that my sister never tells me my personal relationship. What I know is I left y'all last night, went to Brooklyn Chop House. She treated 10 grown men to dinner. And I woke up in the morning with my phone was going crazy.
The chaos was exacerbated by Remy and Papoose's turbulent relationship. Fat Joe must have found things even more challenging because, despite his loyalty to Remy, he still respects and has grown to appreciate Papoose. He was direct in his assessment of the entire issue, stating unequivocally that he was disappointed in the way things had worked out.
They won't listen to me.
But you have a history of being with a lot of people. A lot of stuff.
Might have mediated beef for a long time now. So it's gone.
I'm saying, like,
It's off the rocker.
we know you for not getting in the middle, but being in the middle and being, all right, y'all, stop.
No, it's a different type of thing. When you got a husband, first of all, for the first time she ever asked me for advice and said, listen, it's different. You have a husband. This is your husband. Nobody come in my house. Don't say this is your husband. I can't get in the middle of this, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
This kid,
She's the best kid in the world. Goddaughter is the most beautiful kid in the world. She's so, I wish this didn't happen.
that's Brenda Twin right there, bro.
She's just a beautiful kid, very smart.
Is there a way to shield the kid from?
I'm sure they are. I don't think they're trying to be innocent.
No, not that they're trying to, but you have children, you've been in the press, I'm sure you've maybe found a way to keep some of that stuff in the school.
I don't know, man. I was beefing with 50 Cent and some school at fighting. Your father's that shit real. You know what I'm saying?
Asked about it, Fat Joe claimed he had no idea.
It's been a hard year. You know what I'm saying? This part, I've been just having a heated discussion. This might be a huge year.
As opposed to
Ever hip-hop history. That. And all our legends, all our mentors. This is the worst time to be a celebrity in the history of mankind. I'm not sure you guys want to be celebrities. Like, I got friends who are filthy rich that want to be a celebrity. I don't think they want to. It's crazy. This is nuts. The world didn't change, though. God's out here. You can't make it up. I can't make it up.
And of course,
And then you have the coverage of, who you're dating, your personal life, beef with rappers and
I
all.
don't even know what you're talking about. But I have to be honest, like, social media is not a real place. People can create stuff all the time, and you just kind of have to deal with it. And I guess with, you having all these followers, and then stardom comes, like, hate and all this different type of stuff. But only thing I've noticed is that people are very intimidated by natural black men.
so you're saying it's not true.
Is what true.
Is all the whole Remy and Pat situation, none of it was true.
I don't have nothing to do with that. I have been open in all my relationships that I've had. All of it.
This is made a story because Pat.
I don't even know nothing about that.
But I'm just saying that's why it's being made a story because
I am 29, so how can I know about any of that?
let's just be honest. So this is what I'm saying. When I'm ready.
Papoose did in fact punch the lights out of him, as EA shockingly revealed, but he didn't hold back on that either. But he promptly put an end to the frenzied rumors that he found himself in a fetal position.
Whatever happens, let's say love it, pick it up. You all get back together. How that down? I mean, well, she's not around. I'm a little comfortable. Really being New York, you
a few weeks before I battled him out. He knew already. I know he up there trying to be some victim and all of that shit, but nigga, he knew. He knew 2 weeks ago. We don't know that. He kept up. He knew. He knew. And I'm gonna tell you how he knew. So how he knew is that y'all, that y'all think that's so thorough, he put a recording device on Remy's car. So how he knew is he was bugging her fucking car. So like that's how he knew that he's a weirdo. He bugged the car, and you couldn't really hear me on the other side, but you could hear her talking with me. So that's how he knew. And it's not cat. I got all the proof. So as soon as he say it's cat, I'm gonna show you all the proof. I'm just keeping $1 here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Claiming that was completely untrue. It appears that Remy may have been the first to exit the ring if E is telling the truth, which would mean that she would have fewer fans cheering her on outside the ring. This is due to the fact that E's version of events appears to diverge slightly from what other people may have been saying. Clarissa might want to follow 50's advice before getting into that fight, since Remy is not the person you want to mess with. However, what are your thoughts? Is it just hyperbole, or is Remy really trying his hardest to defeat Clarissa? Don't forget to see the other videos on our